Hey, what's up guys? Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Some new Moto Toy news that just came in and I'm thankful for it because I was getting through the new reviews for Moto Origins Wave 7 and I really wasn't looking forward to talking about figures like the mini comic Stratos, which seems like a real waste of space, okay? But this stuff turned up and I was like, great, let's discuss this thing first. And what we have here is the Savage He-Man plus Orko. Savage He-Man. Now this is of course a look that long-time old school fans will remember him parading about in, especially from his first ever mini-comic appearance. Well, it wasn't exactly a mini-comic, more like a picture book with text. But yeah, he was just bare-chested, like a caveman. No special armor on him or anything like that. Just raw, brute force, rippling muscles, especially with his first ever battle with Skeletor, which was also reenacted again in the cardback art for the recent release of the Goddess figure in Origins Wave 6. So Savage He-Man has had some visibility of late, but it's surprising that this version of him would be turning up in the Revelations era. However, there is this teaser poster that was also put up by Netflix for the upcoming Season 2 of the show, which is slated to hit on November 23rd. Now, the new poster image shows this exciting cinematic quality visual of the victorious Skeletor, now known as Skelegod, about to face off against someone who from the back appears to be the savage version of He-Man. Now, no matter what your thoughts are on Season 1 of Revelations, hey, you gotta admit that this visual looks sizzling. It definitely got me pumped up. Checking out the action figure set, this comes in the same deluxe packaging for Revelations that we've seen before. Well, I've only seen this online as none of those deluxes have made it down here to Malaysia so far. Well, officially, there's really only been the Faker deluxe set so far, I think. And he was an exclusive? Yeah, something like that. But the packaging is nice and big, and I like how everything is laid out very neatly and clearly for you to see. I mean, it's very organized. You know how sometimes when you get those Origins packs and the accessories are packed in another plastic seal and placed behind the figure, okay? And there's no way for you to see it at all unless you get the thing ripped out of the package. And what if there's a defect, right? Now the set is pretty generous with the accessories that they're giving you. You get a power sword, a spear, an axe. Okay, now the axe, man, that was sorely missed from the Wave 1 Revelations standard He-Man figure. Okay, that could have really used an axe. Okay, but we're getting one here, and there's also 2 additional hands. Now strangely on the package, it's listed as Savage He-Man, and then at the side here it says includes Orko. So is Orko a bonus figure? I mean, is he part of the standard deluxe pricing point for this figure, or are they going to be charging more for him to be in the set? Either way, it's kind of nice having a set with both He-Man and Orko together. In some ways, they're kind of like Luke Skywalker and R2-D2, and Battle Cats, the X-Wing fighter. You know what? If the package didn't label this as He-Man, I honestly might have thought that it was Ka-Zar from Marvel's Lord of the Savage Land. I suppose the Savage He-Man does not have a distinctive enough look, especially when it comes to Revelations. Now, I'll be honest with you, I just didn't like the Wave 1 Revelations He-Man figure. I thought that I would, but I really didn't, okay? I just felt that there was a serious disconnect between how he looked like on the cartoon and how the action figure translated him. In the cartoon, he was massive, like a building, man. But the figure sort of made him look pretty scrawny by comparison. Now, I was going to do a full review on him. The figure's been here for like months now, but I just couldn't work up the enthusiasm. But I'll probably get around to it someday, eventually. Why don't you guys let me know if you want to see that, okay? Demand it of me in the comments, okay? The other thing about the MOTU Revelation He-Man figure is that I thought that the face sculpt would grow on me, but it really has not, okay? There's just something about it that was just, I think, a mismatch, ultimately. Was he smiling, smirking, sneering? Or was that just his normal resting face? I don't know, okay? But this one here, the Savage He-Man look here, looks much better, okay? But as I said, it's not a look that you would immediately associate with He-Man unless they spelled it out for you. Now, the Orko figure looks good, and they even included a display stand for him to have that hovering effect. Now, Orko has always historically, I think, been a somewhat harder figure to come by. Even the Origins version of him just sort of like just came and went, okay, and was never restocked as far that I can tell. And I think that his presence here just adds value to the whole set, okay. At the same time, I don't really think that he would be released separately under the Revelations banner. I don't know if the higher price point for this range would justify having a smaller standalone figure like him. I'd say most probably not, okay, unless he came fully packed with a ton of extras. But yeah, this figure that we're getting here in the set, it's a really good representation of how he looked like on the cartoon. Now, while there isn't actually any information at this point as to what role the Savage version of He-Man will play in Revelation Season 2, I have to say that it is exciting to have him as an action figure. And the thing is just that I was kind of wondering that if we would actually see him in the MOTU Origins line, okay, because that seems to be a line that's really been cranking out the mini comic variations. And to be honest, all the mini comic versions that they've put out so far, or that we've seen, have pretty much been more misses, I think, than hits. Even the fan choice exclusive Triclops figure, I kind of felt that there was a lot of hype about it because it just looks so great in package. But I think the finished product, what I've seen online of the photos and on the reviews that people have shared, it kind of came across as something of a disappointment to me personally. But I felt that a character like Savage He-Man, okay, would be an easy translation, okay, into what Origins has been doing so far with their mini comic variations. And I kind of hope that we do see him turn up in that line as well. What do you guys think? Okay guys, so let me know what you think of this Savage He-Man and Orko set. Are you guys excited that we're getting so much new He-Man product, especially with Revelation, alright? It used to be that we just had to be worried about Origin stuff, okay? Being able to keep up with the stuff that's coming out in Origins, but it seems like Revelation's really cranking up the waves as well, alright? We've already seen announcements for Wave 3. I wasn't expecting this set to be turning up, okay? And who knows what else they've got planned, alright? So are you guys excited about all this stuff? Are you guys collecting all the lines? Have you given up on some of the lines? Did you give a chance with Revelation Wave 1 and decided not to continue with Wave 2? Let me know in the comments. Okay guys, thank you, and I'll catch all of you again real soon.